There lived a humble family of Mr. Cock, who was blessed to have the most beautiful hen in their hamlet. On a cool morning, Mr. Hawk was hovering round as it was his usual practice, enjoying the cool breeze as he moves his wings flip, flap. His keen eyes were at every corner as usual. Nothing escapes the view of Mr. Hawk. His eyes caught the glimpse of the beautiful hen who was picking up some corn near her father's house. He appreciated the sight so much that he had to come close to have a closer view. By closing his wings slightly, and within a short time he was close to the ground. He perched on a fence, as the hawk is not known for walking on the ground. He then greeted the young hen with a most enticing smile and offered to marry her. She gave it a snappy thought and obliged to his request, so Mr. Hawk proceeded to meet with her parents and paid the agreed amount of dowry, which consists of corn and other items. The very next day the bride was taken home to her husband's house. They were living happily not until a young cock, who lived near the hen's former home, found out where her new home is. He has been in love with her ever since they had their spurs growing up. He was so determined to make her return with him to their hamlet. He went at dawn. He whistled from a hiding place. He whistled and flapped his wings to the admiration of the hawk's new bride. When she heard his voice, she couldn't resist his invitation, so she went out to him and they walked off together to her parents' house. The keen Mr. Hawk was in the sky as usual. The sight of his bride and the hen caught his attention, and he was so furious. What could this be? He thought to himself. He decided immediately that the best place to get justice would be with the king. He flew to the palace and gained audience with the king. He complained and explained all that happened, asking for a redress. The hen's parents were summoned to the palace immediately and were asked to pay back the dowry they collected from Mr. Hawk for their daughter, which is to be done according to their custom. But the hen's parents were unfortunately to be poor and pleaded with the king since they don't have money to pay back. The king's verdict was that the hawk could kill and eat any of the cock's children whenever he found them as a payment of his dowry, and if the cock makes any complaint, he will not be entertained. And so Mr. Hawk from that moment started to eat up any of the cock's children as payment for his dowry.